Harrison, what a pleasure to see you here at the Cannes Film Festival.
Thank you very much.
It was such an impressive premiere yesterday to see all the fans gather. I think it was the right place to premiere it, wasn't it?
Well, I think it is. I mean, this is Cannes is a celebration of film in all its variety, and I was gratified that we found such a warm reception here. But you know, it's always a pleasure to be here. It is, after all, the south of France. And it's a delightful atmosphere.
Absolutely. I watched the movie at 1 o'clock yesterday, and there were a lot of fans inside, so it was very easy to see how much anticipation there was to see that movie. But for you, on a personal level, was it? Were you anxious to be back as Indiana Jones yourself?
Well, you know, I was grateful to have the opportunity to make another film of this kind. These are rare. These kinds of films present the rare opportunity to make a kind of film that is an entertainment and has no pretension, is full of wonderful film craft and all the experience of Steven Spielberg in storytelling brought to bear on something that is really crafted for the pleasure of the audience.
Yes,
and
true.
that's not always the case. That's not always the ambition of every film you make, but making that kind of pure movie is certainly a wonderful opportunity.
I totally agree, and the stunts themselves were wonderfully choreographed, and I'm sure everybody's been asking you about the physical aspect of it. But do you wake up in the morning thinking, oh great, I'm going to jump off a cliff and then switch around and it's going to be, you know, is that something, you know, you wake up with a smile?
No, I wake up every day. I'll tell you, going to work every day, I look forward to it. It's you know, it's like going to work with Einstein. You know, I was sure every day was going to go well. Steven's got a team of people that he's been working with the last 7, 10 movies that are amongst the best in the world. And you know that the day's been planned out very well, and you're going to have a good time. In a wonderful atmosphere, and you're going to do you know, good work.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think the audience loves the character of Indiana Jones because you can relate to him in a sense as a normal person, and he inspires you as somebody who does a little bit more than the usual. Do you enjoy that?
Well, I think, you know, one of the unique aspects of Indiana Jones is that he's in over his head all the time. Yeah. And so he's constantly, you know, battling adversity to just maintain. But the stories and the context he finds himself in are very familiar. But there's more to it than just these, you know, these action sequences. There's a really interesting fabric that holds the whole thing together. There's you know, quite a bit of texture and detail on the emotional life of this character, and I think that underpins the whole thing and makes it a really compelling experience for the audience as well. So I think there's more to it than just the physical stuff, and in terms of why it's continued to be successful.
Well, for you being such a huge star, how important is it to be surrounded by actors that have a good caliber in terms of quality of acting?
Well, there's nobody who puts together a cast like Steven. The actors that I get a chance to work with are amongst the best in the world. Kate Blanchett has certainly given us a very vivid characterization. Measure of India is the contest, you know, the villain he comes up against. Shia LaBeouf is an amazing, wonderful actor that it was a pleasure to work with him. Karen Allen coming back, the original girl from the first movie, has brought a kind of emotion to the story that is really significant. All of the actors were a pleasure to work with. Really, really fun.
It's true. And the last question is about George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. You know, you guys are all old friends and you know each other very well. Does it make it easier to work together, or can you not boss each other around anymore? Or can you?
Well, we never really bossed each other around. The only bossy one is Steven. But when we're on the set, He should be the boss. He's got to be the boss, otherwise it doesn't work. But he's a boss who allows incredibly a lot of collaboration. He and I have a very wonderful relationship. Very easy. We are very confident with each other, and we give each other a lot. So it's always a pleasure to work with Stephen.